I am Angela. Welcome to our show. Today, we are at the beautiful Fengnaike Taichi International Center, a place where traditional culture and wellness come together in harmony. Are you ready to enjoy the stories? Come on, let's go!
Hello, my name is Kathy, and I've been coming to the center. I come to the center every Tuesday, and when you came here today, you go through the gates, and then you enter this world of Taoist Tai Chi, of harmony, of balance, of cultivation, and we are in 104 acres of absolute beauty. Master Moy, our founder, gave us the 108 moves. He tried to look for 108 acres, and we're pretty close with 104 acres. And what happens is that we're all volunteers in this organization, and so the grounds, even though they're so big, get looked after by everybody here. And we have retreats. We have 4 or 5 retreats every year, where there's anywhere 150 people come to the retreat, and we all do the tasks to keep the place looking as it should. We plan for the retreats. Everybody knows when they come that there's learning to be had, there's work to be done to make the place looking good, and it's just a wonderful feeling of being able to give back to what we have been given. These Taoist Tai Chi arts are so profound, and as you've probably heard, they change people's lives in a way that doesn't happen every day. And I think part of it is being in these surroundings. So when we're doing our practice, we're looking out and we're seeing, right now we're seeing beautiful sunshine and trees. In the wintertime, sometimes we're doing Danyus, and the snow is falling, and so the grounds are part of how we experience the feeling that we experience in the practice hall of the Taoist Tai Chi. In these arts, we're taught that there's a synchronicity, there's a feeling of connection, and I think the place we live, like this place here, helps with that. Like, it's not, there's no separation. Everything is together, everything comes together, people come together, we do our tasks together, we take care of this place together, we take care of each other together, we take care of ourselves together. And so, there's just such a richness to it, and also too, we get a lot of visitors come, and so Master Moy's intention was to make Taoist Tai Chi available to everyone. And so we have people coming in, they peek in while we're doing our practice, they go to the temples, they have picnics outside. There's just so many places. There's a columbarium, which as soon as you go there, you feel this peace, this stillness, a big change from the frenetic lifestyle that many of us are used to. You go into the temples, and there's that calm, there's that feeling of this life. The life here is bigger than any one person. There's just a spirituality to it that is really difficult to describe, but it just fills you up. And I think that's why so many of us come back. I know that Christiane sitting there, I remember reading one of her comments, and she said, when you come through those gates, it's like coming home. And I think that's how we feel. This is home. Thank you.
I have been practicing Taoist Tai Chi for 31 years. I started when I was 50, so if you do a little math, I'm now 81. I have had a marvelous experience in my practices of Taoist Tai Chi and learned a great deal about many things, including myself. When I began practicing Taoist Tai Chi, I had a rather high stress job and a teenage son. And I think many people will understand that having a teenage son can be a little bit stressful. So I was having anxiety attacks, and I found soon after beginning my practice of Taoist Tai Chi that my anxiety was very much reduced. And that has continued over all these many years. So I continue to practice a lot. I come just about every week to the International Center and attend Andrew's class on Tuesday mornings and a class that occurs on Tuesday nights. And largely because of my age, I choose not to drive at night anymore. So I live in the city in Toronto, and I don't drive back there at night. I stay here overnight on Tuesday nights, attend a meeting on Wednesday morning, and then drive back to the city in the daylight. So many of us who are aging find that we have to make adjustments in our life. And some of the adjustments that I have made rather recently are selling the house that I had in the city for many years, moving to a smaller apartment. And so I have let go of many, many things recently. And I think largely because of my practice of Taoist Tai Chi, that has not been difficult at all. It's easy to adjust to the new stages in your life. And I hope that many people, as many people as possible, will also have that experience. So, thank you.
Hi, my name's Barb, and I've been doing Tai Chi since 2000. I've had a various history over the years, and a lot of it, there was a lot of pain in the beginning. And I'll just speak briefly to my experience at that time, was that when I was at home and I'm struggling with life, I always felt myself spiraling in. But when I came to class, to sessions, I found myself opening up and standing up, and it was like this, I was very much aware of this opening up and closing in. So, it supported me through so much, and those pain, that stuff is gone. And now there's others, life goes on, and there's lots of challenge in life. And I can find myself, that tendency to spiral in, and then coming to session helps me to spiral back out again. So that was up until, I'd say, the pandemic. But from the pandemic, we were spending time on Zoom and listening to the directors and starting to be encouraged to establish our own pattern at home and our habit. And while I had worked hard to try and do that, I really hadn't. And so it was starting to become much more real during the pandemic. And I find now, it was like, again, letting go of garbage from all those years. And in the last couple of years, it's been, okay, let go of that negativity. You don't need to dwell on it. You don't need to think about it. You don't need to, it's done. Let it go and just be positive. And it's, we have a saying, it's comes from Andrew, take the old chip out and put the new chip in. And it's, it's a simple concept, but sometimes it can be really hard until you just say, no, it's not. Take it out, and just look at the positive. And so that becomes so much more now my focus. And so now I don't find myself, it's spiral in, spiral out. Now it's just working on constantly spiraling out and being more expansive. And today, now letting go, I've always been working on letting go, but now there's a different feel to let go. And then the expansion comes from that. And that's just new stuff. It's kind of exciting. And I think Kathy said it just keeps going, and others have said it just keeps going and going. And but what I really wanted to say was I came here during the pandemic to help. So I'm not staff, but I've come and helped and spent time. And oh my goodness, you've walked around and you've seen this facility. It's we live our lives and we live out there in this mad world, and it can pull us along without even us thinking about it. But you come here and I knew that the name of this place was the Quiet Cultivation Center, but I never actually thought about it until I came here and experienced the quiet in the land and walking, but in working in the gardens, but then to go into the temple. It's like there's just a totally another world of quiet and peace, and it invited me to an experience of self that I could never have found anywhere else. I really haven't. I've tried lots of things. I've gone lots of places, explored self, but I have to say, some of the most profound moments have just been sitting quietly in the temple after sweeping or cleaning or making tea for the deities. It's something. Mr. Moy gave us something so special here in all its manifestations and all the opportunities that the directors offer to us to try and experience. And if you think you know, you don't. And it's just wonderful to be given this opportunity to keep coming and experiencing it. And as others have said with friends, anyway.
So my name is Christiane, and I've been practicing Tai Chi for almost 30 years. For the past few years, I came here as a volunteer, and I'm very happy this time I can do it for a longer period. I'm going to be here for a month and a half. We've been talking about how important it is to let go and to give. And when we come here, we have the opportunity to practice that. When we come as volunteers. So this is what I'm doing right now. I come to sessions, but I have the chance to do some weeding, some cleaning. We're getting ready for All Souls Festival that is coming up. And I noticed the other night how just that is changing my physical Tai Chi. I notice in my set there is a lot more elasticity. It's lighter, and I feel happier doing the set. And I was amazed at how doing other tasks can change the physical side too. So this is just what I wanted to share. It's the physical helps the mental and the heart, and the opposite is true as well. So the heart giving from the heart changes your physical too. So that's my experience.
As I said this morning, we were talking about letting go. So in 2022, I got diagnosed with primary progressive MS. I was 52. I will be 55 in a couple of weeks. With everything, like when you're diagnosed with something, the first thing you ask, well, first you're angry, and then you ask, why me? I've done everything I could do. You take care of your body, you sleep well, eat well, do what you can do. Then you get to a point that you just say, oh well, it happened, so you accept it and you move on, because otherwise if you don't accept it, you're just going to sit there and it gets worse. So you accept it, you move on, you do what you can do. The open mind and letting stuff go, you need to let stuff go, it drags you down. If you open your mind, you let stuff go, you open your mind, then you have room for other memories and other experiences, and you can fill your mind with that stuff, the positive. You need to be, for me, like I said, you think, wow, okay, my life is over, I'm forced retired, I still have a house, I still have a mortgage, that kind of stuff, but it doesn't matter. Those are just things. So you put your energy, right now I'm putting all my energy towards my health and getting better. I'm pretty open with everybody, and I'm usually, if anything pops up here, it comes out of my mouth. And I talk to everybody. If you have questions or whatever with regards to stuff, and I just, you accept it, you move on, you deal with it. So letting go becomes easier. If you let go of stuff that's dragged you down for years, then you can move on and live positive and help other people. And that's what I try to do. So this morning, everybody is talking about being open and giving, and that's what you're doing, is you're giving other people a voice. So they're not as scared to be open and being able to talk to other people. So the Tai Chi, for me, in the 2.5, almost 3 years that I've been doing it, has helped me forget, and move on with some stuff. It's helped me walk properly again. But I mean, everybody walks different. So now I walk with a little limp instead of a big one. So no big deal. So it's fantastic to come here every week. Thank you.
My name's Susan. I'm from New Zealand. I'm part of a worldwide community of people who do Taoist Tai Chi. And Tai Chi's completely changed my life over these years. I quite often think of it being like, when a space shuttle re-enters the atmosphere, all this rubbish burns off the outside, tiles fall off the shuttle. And that's what it feels like this practice does over the years and days and moments that happens. So it feels like it makes me a better person, and so then that's better for all the people around me as well. And it just feels like it makes your character better. balanced and open, and your heart grows through doing Taoist Tai Chi.
Sylvia, and I've been doing Tai Chi, Taoist Tai Chi, since 2003. But in 1983, I was diagnosed with relapsing remitting MS. And I guess, so about 20 years later, I heard about Tai Chi, and Taoist Tai Chi, and I came. And they told me that it was good for people with MS, and it'll make you strong, and it's like putting money in the bank, and it'll just make you strong. And so I believed them, I trusted them, and I came to retreats and to classes, and I loved it, and it made me feel strong inside, and to make a long story short, COVID came, and I wasn't doing a lot of movement, a lot of moving. I wasn't doing as much Tai Chi, Taoist Tai Chi, but I was strong. They were right, it was putting money in the bank, and it kept me strong through those 3 or 4 years when everything closed down, 2 or 3 years. And yeah, and I'm still back, and I'm regaining what I did lose a little bit. But what if I wasn't doing Tai Chi for all those years? Like, I wouldn't have had that strength to make it through. And that's, yeah, and so now it's just great. It's, yeah, that's all I want to say.
I've been coming here to Orangeville, or Mono, I guess, to the monastery here for a few months. I did a Tai Chi retreat that was 5 days, and I found it to be profound. We were learning different techniques, and even just thinking about expansion and contraction started to change my body. I started to feel spiraling. I started to feel places where I was gripping or had injuries in my body, letting go. When I lay down to bed, I think on the 3rd night, my neck, the top of my spine started to tingle, and everything released that I'd been, I guess, holding up here. So I had kind of a magical experience the first time I was here for the retreat. So I've been coming every Tuesday that I can come. And I just want to say that I have a lot of injuries from dancing for many, many years. And every time I come, I feel happier, I feel calmer, and I also feel like I'm just letting go of a lot of ways that I've been gripping, so I've really been enjoying my time here.
I started the Tai Chi 2 years ago. I was invited to go and look at the demonstration in a park, and I looked at that group of around 35 people, and what I saw is it was harmony. They were moving all together, and it really profoundly touched me to see that. And I felt that that's what I needed. What I really needed was more tranquility inside of myself, inside me. Why I was not very much tranquil is because of too much emotions. And I realized that with this group, with the Taoist Tai Chi, I could heal that load of emotion stuck inside of me. Through those 2 years, I am very much more tranquil, but it is still my path. This is what I have to heal. This morning, through an exercise of breathing out, I recognized that I was happy to realize that I was exhaling out through a contraction, and I was happy. And then Andrew told me, you were happier. That was such a gift to realize that I'm a happy person, and I was happier. It is such a harmonious and peaceful community. If you are interested in visiting, please check out the website. May you all happy and healthy. See you next time.